I'm Anthony Longoria of Team Defiant. This is our post-mortem video. The other team members couldn't join me today just due to schedule complications and also illnesses. So to start off, for our progress of our project over the past few months, the things that worked and didn't work, and just overall what our project is. To start with, there's been a large number of changes as you'll see on screen. Currently, our player has a new fancy model, lots of details to them. Our enemies have actual shape to them, animations and movement. In the background, you notice the houses also changed somewhat heavily. New materials, new appearances. They're actually interactable. Doors open, walls become transparent for the player to see past them. The various attacks animations have been added to the player as well. This is the week before, and a week before that, this was our previous player model and how our game looked. A lot more simplistic than it was. We didn't have nice house models. Same thing goes for our enemies. They were just spears at the time. Nothing special about them beyond their color and the way they did damage. And the week before that, they didn't even have the special damages, just different attack speeds and ranges. So that's a progression of just this month alone. Before that, this level on screen didn't exist. And on that note of things that did or didn't exist, where we saw our game being at this point compared to where it is now, that kind of thing. Currently, we have, I believe, 6 levels. The tutorial, our village scene, which serves as a primary hub, and a level to fit in all of our volcanic enemies, a level for our no, 2 levels for our outer field enemies, and 2 levels for our hedge maze enemies, and the tutorial, I believe, is all of them. Beforehand, there were about 4 to 5 levels for each. But quickly move on to the moving on topics to catch up with the video. There's the bosses, how much they've changed. Previously, that cylinder throwing the lava vault was the golem. The next one that you just saw was the new golem provided by the art team, which we want to thank them very much for that. On screen now is the living or an animated enemy. This is how they start off. They turn red, they start scratching themselves, they begin to fire at the player, but this shows they've been moved. They went from that dark mine type area to this open field. Here's another boss that's been redone by the art team again. Thank you for that. This one was just a bunch of cubes that open up and launch projectiles. Now it's an actual chest of teeth and a new scene as well. This was not its original. This here is the outer field scene, which has been completely revamped from the original idea of it just being a clear area around the castle. It's now more of an outpost village and the home to the squire and the living ore. That was the giant spider. This is our final boss area, if you will. It's home to the beholder. You can see in the background. You'll see a better view of that in a moment here. This scene hasn't changed much this month, if at all, really. It was one of the last scenes implemented, I believe, last month, along with this fella here who is now serving as our final boss. He is the main antagonist, what the player is striving to defeat to bring peace back to their world with. As for ideas that worked and didn't work, let's see. As I was mentioning before, levels. That was the primary thing for us. We simply had far too many levels to work on in the amount of time given. If we had maybe 1 or 2 more months, we could have finished it. Another thing was the player. Originally, we had 4 characters the player chose and switched between as a team, and then we switched over to a single person using weapons to what we currently have now, and that just about covers it. Weapons and the player's attacks. Thank you for watching.